Welcome to McHenry County Ag Expo. My name is Michelle Upchurch, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my dairy goats. This farm is called Trillo Toggenburgs, and that is named after my two children, Tristan and Willow Upchurch. And this breed of goats is a Toggenburg. There's 8 major breeds in the United States of dairy goats, and the Toggenburg is more a medium-sized goat. The largest dairy breed is a Saanen goat. You may see those at the fair. They're the big pure white goats. And the smallest breed is a Nigerian dwarf, and they stand less than knee high. Just to take care of my goats, we keep the pens very clean and very dry, and that helps us produce a more quality milk that we just use for our home use right now, but we make things like cheese, cheesecake, ice cream, yogurt, and I am going to try my hand at cottage cheese this year because that's a favorite in our house. So why don't we get one of the girls out and I will show you and tell you a little bit about what we do to milk and what we do when we feed them. Usually they're really well behaved and they do exactly what they're supposed to do and jump up there on that stand where they eat twice a day and get milked. We do hand milk here. Now when you get into a little bigger operation where we're only milking 5 goats, but some people who milk 200 or 300 obviously aren't going to milk them by hand. They'll milk them with a machine, but we hand milk into a bucket. Then we take the milk to the house and strain and filter the milk, and where I make cheese, cheesecake, and all the things I talked about earlier. Probably the most popular cheese is called Chev, and that's a very soft cheese, and we like it on pretzels, crackers. I actually had it on my bagel this morning. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the feed that we feed our goats. This is what we feed our milking goats. It's a textured feed. What they mean by that is there's just a lot of different, there's pellets, there's corn, there's oats, there's molasses, and it's all kind of together in one feed. So we feed this to our milking goats and we feed this to our yearlings. This is what they call beet pulp, and this is just an additive we use to add some fiber to their diet. And this feed is what we feed our baby goats. So we start this about 2 to 3 days old, and they get this grain, which is a pellet, until they're weaned at 3 to 4 months of age. And we also feed a few different kinds of hay, which is over here in my cart. This is more of an alfalfa hay. It has a lot of leaves, which helps them milk more. If you drive down the road and you see in the field a bright green field with a lot of leafy plants that stands about ankle to knee high, that's probably alfalfa. And then this hay is more of a grass hay, a nice soft grass hay that they really like. So those are the 2 kinds of hay that we feed. We also do different things to care for our goats, like vaccinate our goats. So baby goats get vaccinated at 1 month of age and then a booster at 2 months. And then the yearlings get vaccinated every year in the springtime, about a month before they kid. At that time, we also do things that are good for the animal, like trim their feet, deworm them if we need to. Some babies over here in the pen, sleeping under their warm heat lamp. So, and a goat's thriving temperature, a baby goat's thriving temperature is actually 58 degrees. So we keep the heat lamp on them most all through the spring. That's just a little bit about our operation and about the goats we have here on our farm.